Hello everyone. Well, at the time of making this video I've had a bit of a sort of a spending spree. Despite the fact I'm overrun with vacuum cleaners, I still ended up buying, I think this week, 5 more. And this is one of them. It's only a little one, so we can get away with that. Now this particular Moulinex is from my childhood, or my early youth, I suppose. I wasn't a child when I had this, but I was still at school when I remember getting this. Now a friend of my mum's, for some reason, managed to get hold of refurbished or slight seconds Moulinex products, including the vacuum cleaners and the food processors. I think she did it on the side, I'm not sure. But anyway, I ended up buying one of these, and basically it was new, it was brand new. And I swapped it a while later. I was still at school, but my home economics class had a pink Hoover Senior, which I wanted, and I swapped it for this. And in the end, it was funny, in the end I sold the Hoover Senior to the lady who I bought this from. But the Hoover Senior blew up, so I had to give her her money back. And I don't know what happened to it after then. I bet it was, thinking back now, I bet it was the suppressor that blew. Anyway. So this is, I've opened one Moulinex cleaner, handheld, before. And the only other Moulinex cleaner I remember having is, they used to call it the Petivac, which is very common. I think model 100 possibly. Very common on eBay. This one isn't as common on eBay, and as soon as I saw it, it was on a buy it now, and I thought, well, I'm going to get it. It seems to be complete. I think it's got all the tools, the instructions, and the original box. And strangely enough, I had another one sort of more recently, within the last 10 years. I did buy another one of these from eBay. I think it was almost new, and I sold it on. So I'm buying it again. So this is the third time I've had this vacuum. Oh well, I'll keep this bubble wrap. It's pretty good. There's no need to put all this bubble wrap. In fact, I don't really need to put any on, but anyway, it doesn't matter. So this is a model 260, a Moulinex 260, 250 watt, deluxe hand vacuum cleaner. And there's that lady. I remember that lady well. She's wearing it around her shoulder with a shoulder strap. Is there anything else to look at? No, just the same. It's exactly the same picture on every side. This will just hopefully just need a bit of a clean up. Yes, certainly in more used condition than the one I sold on, but anyway. Here's a very nice flexible hose. I'll be soaking that in some biological washing powder with some hot water to get that lovely and clean. Here's the carpet and floor nozzle, so it's got the brush attachment on it, and you can remove that. There is a metal sole plate on this, but it's not a nice shiny metal, but it's metal nonetheless. A little bit narrow. This would have been a supplementary vacuum cleaner in the 80s. As I say, it would have been about 83, 84 when I had one of these from new. These, I believe these featured in the Argos catalogue at the time. That looks more or less unused. Nice dusting brush. Long, soft brushes. I think they're man-made brushes, but they're still decent. Here's your little upholstery nozzle. Then we've got 2 extension ones. This is your little brush. I don't think that's been used. A bit distorted. That's the brush attachment that clips directly onto the cleaner when you're using it in handheld mode. Let's pop the cleaner to one side while we check the other bits. A little bit dirty. Deluxe hand vacuum cleaner instructions. See, Moulinex were a budget brand back in the day, but made in France. I think the majority of their cleaners were made in France, but obviously now since, oh my lord, it's even got some bags. I didn't even know this took bags. I thought it used a cloth bag. Well, it's doubtful that I'll be able to get hold of any more of those particular bags, but you never know, I might be able to, or might be able to find something that fits. There you are, a Moulinex logo there. So that's everything. Oh no, it's not. It's a guarantee card. This would have had a year's guarantee. Lots of service agents for Moulinex, lots and lots and lots. Here it is. It's got the shoulder strap still attached, so we'll take that off. I think it just, how do you take it off? That's it, that's that end. And this end, I think you just squeeze it. It's all coming back to me now, as the Celine Dion song goes. It's all coming back to me now. I don't know how that song goes actually. Right, hang on. I'm going to have to give you a sneak peek at the indoors part of it. The inside, indoors. What are you talking about, Roger? I am going slightly mad. That's what you have to do. There we are. So yes, it does have a cloth bag. One that will require a bit of a wash. So, it's not too bad. I'll gently hand wash that. Whoops. Yeah, it's this camera. I can't get used to it. Hang on, let me adjust myself. That's better. That bit comes away, look. For emptying. A little bit smaller than a Porter Power bag. And behind the bag, not sure. I always thought there was a little black filter. Yes, there was. I can just see it. Just there on the instruction book. It's easy enough to get a black filter. It was quite a coarse filter that fitted there, but I have got some cut to fit black filter material which I'll cut to fit and pop there. That will have perished. That type of material perishes, you know, ages quite badly. And then you've got a little flap that is supposed to close and stop the dirt falling out. But, I mean, if I can get some more of these paper bags, or at least some non-genuine ones, I'm assuming these fit it. That's a bit muck there. Although, I'm not sure if it does, actually. Yes, I think it'll just push. Yes, I think it just pushes on. I'll have a look at the instructions. It should say, let's have a quick look now, it should say about the bags. Everything is here anyway, it's all complete. Oh yes, paper bag, yes, it just pushes on. It says never wash the filter, meaning the black filter. Hangs on the wall as well, I've just noticed, I've forgotten about. I'll show you that little hook. So let's just pop the cloth bag back in. Is it that way? No, it is that way. There we are, it pushes down there. Bit mucky, nothing, I mean, looking at it, it'll clean and polish up nicely. The seal around the bag door is fine. The catch on it's fine. Does that close? Is that, no, it doesn't really clip close. I was expecting a sort of a click or, but anyway, that is on. You've got your thumb operated on off switch. Yeah, it's just grubby. Yeah, we'll clean up nice. It's nice to have another Moulinex Handivac. I'd love a Moulinex Major. In fact, I'd love any sort of even later Moulinex uprights. Even the later Major. I've got a classic Moulinex Major TV commercial on my channel. It should be under the playlist of vacuum cleaner TV adverts or whatever I've listed it as. So here's the rating plate. Let's try and get there. Can you see that, folks? 240 volts, 50 hertz, 250 watts, made in France, type 715, code 311, double insulated. And here is the little hook that comes up. So basically you could just put a, it's only a small hole, you could just put a nail in the wall and then it would hang up on the wall. There's nowhere to put the tools though. They could have supplied, it would have been better if the whole thing had been supplied with a bracket that held the machine and the tools. Now one thing that's wrong, never mind, but that might glue actually. It's not like this is going to get heavy use, or any, well it's going to get a little bit of use. Can you see there that cord protector's come away? I might be able to get something that will fit that. Failing that, certain glue might get that working again. I might have an Electrolux one that will be a different shape. It might be suitable. I don't think it's that colour. Right, what I'll do, I'll switch it in the on position just to be safe and go and plug it in into the hall. Looks like a fairly short flex. Might not even reach up the stairs. In fact, I'll just test that. I'll plug this in at the bottom of my stairs. I'll report back, tell you if it reaches up the stairs. I don't know if this cord has been shortened. Wouldn't have had a fitted plug on it back in the day. You'd have had to buy and fit your own plug. And the owners of this have fitted an ever-ready plug. Well, I've just checked how far I could clean up the stairs with this Moulinex Handivac, and it only reaches up 9 stairs, so pretty useless for a vacuum cleaner that would have been designed for above floor cleaning, including cleaning your stairs. Okay, it's plugged in, it's switched on at the cleaner. I'll just retreat and turn it on at the wall socket. I think that sounds okay, a bit noisy. It's got quite a good suction to it. Actually, there is something missing, I think. Yes. Ah, isn't that a shame? I will check the listing. Crevice tool. Crevice tool's missing, isn't it? There's no way I'll get one of those. I'm going to check the listing and see if it was pictured in case the seller has mislaid it. Oh dear, oh well. I think though it's a pretty standard Moulinex crevice tool, so if I get a battered other Moulinex cleaner I can use the tools for that. This is better with a hose, and that's a little bit, I don't think that's, there we are. Even with that cloth bag in that needs a good clean, seems to have a good suction. That sounds all right. Maybe a bit on the noisy side. Could do with a bit of a lubrication at some point. But yeah, just seeing if there's something I can pick up with it. I know. I'll just empty a little bit of dirt. I'll empty a little bit of dirt out and give it a go. No, it's been defeated by Daisy's hairs, as so many vacuum cleaners are. Hang on, let's just see if I can get a bit more going with this nozzle. No, that's going to need a brush, isn't it? A revolving brush, preferably, to clean that up. You can use this in other ways, apart from using it with the hose and with the shoulder strap. You can use it like a stick vacuum by attaching the wands directly to the inlet, so you can attach 1 or 2 of the wands, and then pop on the floor nozzle. Oh, I thought you could. Well, the lady is showing that. What am I doing wrong? Don't say there's a little adapter missing. That's strange. I'm sure I've used it like an upright before. But you see, that fits on there. Well, perhaps you can't. I think I could be confusing it with the other Moulinex I unboxed. Can't remember the model number, but that you could, I'm sure, use. Well, no, you can. I've just seen it shows it on the box, but I think the thing is you can't use it with two. It might be a bit. I think you can only use it then with one. Oh, hang on. I have to give it a good twist. Right. Well. Oh well, it is a little bit low for me. No, it's probably most of them are trapped. Well, a lot of the hairs are caught on the bottom of that. So no good for pet hairs, folks, if you're thinking of buying one. Not that you can. I've just brought out a modern day equivalent of this Moulinex. This cleaner you'll have seen a demonstration of, I don't know how long ago, depends when I upload this Moulinex video. This is the Morphy Richards Supervac. I don't know what it's like actually at the time of doing this unboxing, because I've not made the demo video for that, but I will be within the next couple of days. Let's just see if the Supervac will pick up the rest of Daisy's hair. Well, there you go, folks, a little bit of nostalgia for me and hopefully an interesting video for you to watch. I can't say when you'll see this again. I've got so many vacuum cleaners that need demonstrating before this one, but I will at some stage, probably when I retire, manage to find the time to clean this up and do a demo. But for the meantime, I'm afraid it's seen the light, it's going to go back in its box and stored away for the time being. But it's nice to have one again, a Moulinex Handivac. Thanks for watching. If you've any questions about this machine or any of the vacuum cleaners I've shown you, please ask in the comments section below, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now.